Yo guys, what is going on? And welcome to something very current right now. I normally try and do quizzes based on current topics, and a lot of you get annoyed because it's clickbait, but this one technically isn't, because if you guys didn't know, Shane Dawson has basically done a series on Jake Paul, and he's done it in 8 parts for some reason. I mean, I've watched the first 2 and I got a little bored, but I might watch the last couple because Jake Paul's actually in them. I thought he was going to be in all of them. But the word sociopath,
Like, it's so hard to say,
has been thrown around. Like, it's ridiculous how many times that word has been said in the series. Now, according to Google, a sociopath is a person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior.
I'm also not wearing pants. Does that make me a sociopath?
I mean, that's just all, to me, I don't know. There's, in the series, basically, in episode 2, he talks to a therapist. Now, in that, she says loads of things where if you've watched episode 2, you'll sit there and she'll say something and you go, oh my god, I'm a sociopath. And then she'll say something else and you'll go, oh, never mind, I'm not. Then she says something else and you're like, oh my god, I am. And it keeps going back and forth. And she basically left everyone thinking, you know what, I'm a sociopath. Then she goes, 1 in 25 people is. Or are. It's weird. Anyway, wait, what is the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath? I actually don't know. A key difference is whether he has a conscience. The little voice inside telling them they're doing something wrong. Okay, so a psychopath doesn't have that. If he lies to you so he can steal your money, he won't feel any moral qualms. Though he may pretend to. Isn't that what they say? That's a sociopath.
Fuck him.
Okay, so a sociopath typically has a conscience, but it's weak. He may know that taking your money is wrong, and he might feel some guilt or remorse, but that won't stop it. Okay, so you get the idea what it is. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to find out if I'm a sociopath by taking this test, which is 100% accurate. So, if it says I'm a sociopath, then run. Anyways, instructions. Answer the sociopath test. I don't know how to say that word. As honestly as possible. Click the blue submit button at the blah, blah, blah. Okay. Are you superficially charming and intelligent? What? I mean, by the fact that I'm confused, I'm going to say no by the fact it says intelligent. But what is superficially charming? Superficial charm is the tendency to be smooth, engaging, charming, slick, and verbally facile. No. Honestly, if you meet me, I am not charming. I'm a bit of a douchebag, and I'm a bit dumb. So I'm going to say no. Okay? Do you have delusions or other signs of irrational thinking? Well, I'm not deluded by thinking I'm superficially charming and intelligent, but I am a little bit deluded sometimes. Do I have delusions or other signs of irrational thinking? Irrational thinking? Do I think irrationally? I don't know. I think sometimes I do. Sometimes, okay, yeah. So sometimes I am a bit deluded. I'll go harsh. I'll go harsh with myself. Oh god, I'm gonna get labeled a sociopath, and then people are gonna stop talking to me. Are you overly nervous or anxious? Yes, I am always, for no reason really. I'm always nervous. Am I generally reliable? Everyone else would say no, I'd say yes, but I'm deluded. That's why I put deluded. Okay, no, it makes sense. I'll go no. Do you regularly tell lies or say insincere things? I'll say yeah. I reckon I do. I tell like little lies, although most of them are for videos. They're not actual lies. Just to clear that up, I don't just go around like telling my mum that I don't know. I don't know what I could tell my mum. I've told my mum a lot of things. That sounded weird. I would say, sure. Do I feel remorse? Yes, I do. I do feel bad when I do it. Is your behavior antisocial for no good reason? No. That's no. Okay? I know I'm deluded, but no. Do I have poor judgment and fail to learn from experience? No. That is one thing I pride myself on. Maybe not with people, but I learned from experience with other things. That sounded sexual. I didn't mean it like that. So I'm going to say no. Do I have poor judgment? And no, I don't. Am I pathologically egocentric? I was about to say egocentric, like the center of an egg, and incapable of love. That's deep, yeah. That's so deep. Right, if you're clicking yes, you just need to ask them one question. Are you pathologically egocentric and incapable of love? Yes.
You're a sociopath.
What's the point of the rest of the quiz? No. I'm not incapable of love. I can love. Do you experience emotions like most? How do you know this? How do you know? Because if everyone around me was a sociopath, I don't know. I wouldn't experience emotions like them, but I wouldn't know that because they'd be lying to me. This quiz is dumb. Yes. I'm going to say yes. Do I lack insight? I don't know. What? No. I'm going to go no. What's the actual definition of insight? The capacity to gain an accurate and deep understanding of someone. No, I think I'm alright at that. Do you often have to fake your actions and responses to others? Yeah. Yeah, go on then. Does your partying behavior get out of hand? Everyone's had it. I wouldn't say no because I don't. But everyone's had their not issues, but their partying behavior. Everyone's had a wild side before, so I'm gonna say no. I mean, I've only ended up drunk on a driveway at my parents' house like once, and passed out in a bed, throwing up everywhere a couple times. But that's a long story, so I'm gonna go with no. I mean, I know a lot of people whose partying behavior does get out of hand. Cal Freezy. Just saying, Cal Sociopath. Anyway, do I make full suicide threats? I do not. Is your sex life impersonal, trivial, or poorly You're getting a bit personal now. Let me text Talia. I want to know what that actually means. None of the psychopaths personally observed having particularly strong sex cravings. Indeed, they nearly all... Definitely less moved to obtain genital pleasure than the ordinary run of people. One gets the impression that they're... Okay, it's a simple... What is this? This is a bit... It's a bit un-PG, you know? I need to move on. Have you failed to follow a life plan? I mean, I wanted to be a policeman when I was younger, but I don't know if that counts. That wasn't really a life plan. That was just like, oh, you know what? It'd be cool to be a policeman. I think I might do that for my life. I guess, yeah, sure. Okay, let's look at the negatives and the positives here. Either I'm not one, and that's a good thing. I'm not a sociopath. Or two, I am a sociopath, but on the good side, on the flip side, hopefully Shane Dawson will make a documentary on me. And he gets bad views, so I'll get a little bit of publicity. Okay, I don't know which one I want anymore. Maybe I do want to be a sociopath. Do I want to be? That's a bit, nah. Your score, 11 out of 25. Scoring the sociopathic test. Doesn't even say that. There are a total of 25 possible points. If you scored 16 or higher, you may exhibit strong sociopathic tendencies.
Like, yo, you're a sociopath.
No. 8 to 15, you may have moderate to minor sociopathic tendencies. 7 and under, you may have no sociopathic tendencies. See, this right here, okay, this right here, how do I know what the rest was? What? Okay. Well, okay, please keep in mind there's no foolproof way of diagnosing yourself as a sociopath. Well, if there's no foolproof way of diagnosing yourself, then what is the point of Shane's entire documentary? Because he is just trying to figure out if Jake Paul is a sociopath. And apparently there's no real way. So Shane Dawson's a fraud. Wow. That's a better title, but which one's going to get more views? Let's go with Am I a Sociopath? That's a good title. To add some context to your score, if you answered yes to questions 1, 5, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows what I answered yes to?
So many questions!
But as my boy Logan Paul said, sorry JJ, he said you aren't just a sociopath, or you are. You aren't or you are. It doesn't work like that. You have sociopathic tendencies.
Sociopathic tendencies.
Okay? It just means you're more savage than the rest of them.
Just more savage.
That's all it means. So yeah, basically, I have moderate to minor sociopathic tendencies. I'm pretty certain, like, obviously I was answering harsh to myself. The fact it even says you may have no sociopathic tendencies. I mean, ultimately this quiz is a bunch of bollocks. And as it says, keep in mind there's no foolproof way of diagnosing yourself. So I don't think there is really a way of knowing it. It is all how people judge you. Because I might say, oh, you know what? He's very selfish. He not selfish. He doesn't lack empathy. But unless you're like that peak, like someone like Jake Paul, how do you know if he lacks empathy? You just may have met him one day, and if you know him really well, then maybe you can maybe you could judge it. But I mean, you're going there for one day or like 2-3 days or whatever. You ain't getting his whole life. I'm just saying. Why am I defending Jake Paul? You know what? Big up my boy Deji. Tank gang for life. All right, now this word isn't thrown around as much.
This is gonna be a nightmare.
Well, in the documentary anyway. But where are you on the psychopathy spectrum? I'm struggling to read, guys. It is like, it's like 1:30. It's not even late. What's wrong with me? Where am I on the psychopathy spectrum? You know what? I'm a sket. That'll do. Mark the extent to which you agree or disagree with the following statements. I rarely plan ahead. I'm a spur of the moment kind of person. Definitely not. I disagree, because sometimes my videos are a little bit spur of the moment. So I'll disagree, but I am definitely not a, like, I've traveled a couple times spur of the moment, but I ain't going to your house unless I've planned it. Cheating on your partner is okay, so as long... No. Charlie, you might see this. No, I'm joking. That is the one thing I'm like... well, obviously there's like murder and stuff like that, which is a definite no. But cheating, definite no. If something better comes along, it's okay to cancel a long-standing appointment. I slightly agree with this, but it all depends on the situation. If my mate Billy, or I don't know, Josh... I had to choose someone real so you can understand. If Josh is like, oh, let's go get Frankie and Benny's tonight, and then I suddenly get invited to meet Drake, I'm cancelling on Josh. I'm sorry. Even if we planned it for 2 weeks, I'm cancelling it. I must say agree. That's peak, but your boy Audi. Seeing an animal injured or in pain doesn't bother me in the slight. No, strongly disagree. Bro, I've cried in like 3 films ever. You're gonna laugh at me here. This is dumb. I didn't cry in The Lion King. I don't know why. I was really sad, but I didn't cry. This is bad. Marley and Me. I Am Legend. Bruh. If you ain't seen it and you're gonna watch it, cover your ears. The dog in that. I could cry thinking about it. The 3rd film I've cried. Bruh, 300? When a horse ran off the cliff or they stabbed a horse. A little tear came down my eye right there. I don't know why. They were trying to kill the Spartans. Driving fast cars, riding roller coasters, and skydiving appeal to me. Yeah, not really the driving fast cars. I like my car, but skydiving, strongly agree. Doesn't matter to me if I have to step on other people to get what I want. Oh, if they're a dickhead, I will step on them, but I'll go disagree. It all depends. I'm very persuasive. I have a talent for getting other people to do what I want. I'd kind of agree with that. I know that's kind of big-headed to say, but I'll go with that. I'd be good in a dangerous job because I can make my mind up quickly. I'll go agree because I could see myself like diffusing bombs and shit. I think that'd be prime Simon time right there. I think like when someone else is going, "Diffuse it, cut the wire," and I'm like, nothing. I find it easy to keep it together when others are cracking under pressure. No. Things like going on stage in front of anyone, like we did Insomnias, we did uploads, everything like that. I shake. Like even playing a game of FIFA on stage, I shake. Even though I normally do quite well, like the football matches, the charity matches, I banged it. Like I scored a hat-trick in the last one.
King of the world there.
He is. He says, I'm the king of the world now, Vic.
Yeah, that's right. I'm showing a goal. I bricked it. I did well. Does that count as keep it together? You know what? I'll say, I think agree. I think I managed to do it. Just, you don't know how nervous I am. If you're able to con someone, that's their problem. They deserve it. Yeah, go for it. Oh, that's such a psychopathic answer.
That is terrifying.
I don't want to answer that. Most of the time when things go wrong, it's somebody else's fault, not mine. Oh, now that depends. If it is their fault, then it's their fault. You know what? I do blame people. I do blame people a lot. Oh, okay. You got below average psychopathy. You're warm and empathetic. Stop. With a powerful social conscience, but not entirely lacking in pragmatism and self-interest. It's fair enough. You generally don't jump into things and take risks. You don't like seeing others hurt and can be easily hurt yourself, although not as easily as some. I do enjoy a good, fail video where people hurt each other. Well, hurt themselves. Oh! The arse. Oh! Bro, the jaw! Look at the jaw! Bro, look at his jaw. Look. Blah! He got broke up. Out quicker than McGregor. You get on well with people and generally avoid conflict unless it's really necessary. Now that bit, not too sure. I like conflict. Actually, I used to. I've kind of toned it down. I used to be a savage on Twitter.
Just more savage.
Not savage. That's the wrong word. I'm not a sociopath.
Sociopath.
Well, unless it means I used to be. I don't know. Anyways, I think it's basically safe to say, not a psychopath, not a sociopath. Although some people probably will think I am. So, if you want to find out if you are, don't. There's no point. But yeah, that's it for today. Sorry if this wasn't the funniest video, but I actually wanted to know and let you guys know if I am, because it's so current and trending topic. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.